What's going on, YouTube? Back at you with another video. Man, I look tired. I look like a lumberjack. My wife told me, you look like a lumberjack. You look, she's like, you look extra tall. You look like a lumberjack. Blah, 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 this and that, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what the heck are you talking about? I think you ain't seen me in a while because I've been out here working. So I think you ain't seen me in a while. So you think I'm getting taller and all this other stuff? Like, what the heck? Anyway, guys, before I get out here, I'm hitting it on a Sunday. I'm busting it out on a Sunday. All that last year not working on Sundays is out the door this year. Man, I gotta make the money. I gotta make money. I gotta keep it going. I gotta yeah, Sundays is fair game now. Now I will try to do events with my kids and stuff like that, but it's fair game now. Sundays is fair game. I'm out. I gotta get stuff done. I gotta bring in more money, more cash. I just gotta keep it moving. Everything's on the table. I'm trying to get everything, not to the point where I'm getting like peanuts for what I'm doing. It's just that, hey, I'm charging you and I'm there. If I can get the price that I need, I'm there. I'm doing it. So, and then I still got to tend to my own property, keeping that up to par. So yeah, everybody's busy. My daughter's busy, my son's busy. Sports, and when football starts, man, it's crazy. You know, high school football, and then when they go to college, you know, that's why a lot of these college kids, they just breathe and eat football, because man, that's just the way it is. So I understand, especially now with high school football. I'm like, man, y'all do a lot. It's a lot going on. Y'all, they working y'all like a job. But it's to get to that next level. What I tell my son. Anyway, they were out working with me, laying down some mulch. They did all the work. I just threw a couple of bags in some spots, and that was about it. So they did all the work. They got paid for it, and they happy. So trying to keep everybody happy. That's the main goal. I guess, keep everybody happy. You want to keep yourself happy too, so don't forget about yourself. Anyway, guys, I had a scenario. Here's the scenario, right? So I did this yard for the first time. Now, when I went to the yard, I did a leaf cleanup. Charged them for the leaf cleanup. Bam, you know. They got a big size. They got a nice sized property. It's about 20,000 square feet of turf. About 20,000 square feet, right? So that's damn near 2 yards in itself. Two nice sized yards in itself. So you got to be thinking 10,000 square feet, 10,000 square feet. Roughly a 20,000 square foot. They got a gate all the way around it, so you know there's trimming, and they have a pool in the inside, and they have a border or edging around the pool as well. So you got to trim around that, and they got a nice size front yard, trimming, edging. So I quoted them at $65 weekly, right? So when I went over there for the first initial cut, I'm cutting this grass, and I told you in my head when I'm cutting, I'm always thinking about when it starts getting hot. Like right now, it's cool. It's cool. It's in the 70s. It's in the 70s. It's in the mid 70s. I think it's supposed to get to 80 today. But once that temperature start creeping up, we got a problem. Because now that sun is beating on you and walking the fence line, trimming the front. The trimming is basically, people don't know this, but the trimming is basically the hardest. Trimming is the hardest. That's why when you got people, you want to try to teach them how to do, that's why they want to get on the zero turn. The trimmers want to get on the zero turns. And the zero turn people don't want to give up their spots. They like, nah, I don't want to trim, because they know trimming is the hardest, right? And you're walking at a brisk pace, and man, when it's 85, 87, 90 degrees out there, that temperature right there is already beating you up. Don't let it get to 95 and 97. Oh man, it feels terrible. So the sun drains you. So you got to stay hydrated and everything, because the sun's draining you. And while you got that trimmer up, man, you thinking, man, it got to be something better than this. That's what the trimmer guys be doing. I don't want to get on that lawnmower, because they see him rolling. Man, hair blowing in the wind. They like, man, I want to get on the zero turn. Teach me how to get on the zero turn. So it's always good to teach the trimmer guy how to get on the zero turn, because it's going to benefit you in the long run too. Because if your guy calls in, or he can't make it, or whatever the case is, he could jump on the zero turn, right? And at the same time, it's going to help you too, because if you can alternate them, you know, it's going to make everybody happy. Sometimes you got to alternate the trimmer guy to learn how to do the zero turn, because the trimmer guys get burnt out quick. They get burnt out quick because, like I said, they walk in the line, they walk in the fence line, they trim it, they physically holding up something for 10 minutes, you know, with that trimmer. That's why they left arm is bigger than their right arm, or vice versa. But anyway, I started trimming this yard, and I'm thinking to myself, man, I got to add on another $5 or something, because this trim, I'm doing a little bit more trimming than I thought I was going to do. So I, as the business owner, have the right to be like, hey, look, I did it, and I bumped it up to $70, $70.50. Sent them the invoice. Okay, cool. I get a message this morning that says, and all it says is, did the price double? And I'm thinking, did the price double? I quoted you at, or I gave you an estimate at $65.50 to do it. So I'm thinking, did he message the wrong person or whatever? But anyway, I had left a message already when I put it on their invoice. I said, hey, due to the fact that I made a mistake and gave you a quote at $65, it seems like there's a little bit more trimming that needs to be done on your property, so I bumped it up an extra $5. Your new price is going to be $70.50 weekly. So that's when I got the message that did it double. So then I wrote another message on it. They text me that question mark. So I'm thinking, okay. I said, if you're talking about the weekly line maintenance, I said, no, it hasn't doubled. I quoted you, I gave you an estimate price in the beginning at $65.50. And then I said, me doing the first initial mow, I realized that there's a little bit more trimming that needs to be done and that I'm doing on the property. So I bumped it up an extra $5 in order to accommodate the extra trimming that I didn't realize that it needed. Put it like that. So however I worded it, it was something similar to that. I'm wording it, not wording it for what I said. It was more a little bit better than that, more politically correct and all that stuff. But I basically said, hey, you know, this is the scheme of the thing. I said basically, hey, I made a mistake when I gave you that quote or that estimate. There's a difference between an estimate and a quote. Remember that. So that's why I keep flipping it, saying estimate. Estimate, you can change it. Quote is kind of like more solid price. So everything I do is an estimate, and it can change, just like I just did. So I said the estimate I gave you was $65.50 for weekly lawn maintenance. There's a little bit more trimming to it. Sorry for the inconvenience, but I had to bump it up an extra $5. If this price doesn't fit your budget, then if this price doesn't fit your budget, then let me know. That way I can take you off the schedule. Now, we're plenty early in the season where they can find somebody else if they really want to. No big deal. But it's no big deal to me. Yes, I would love to have you as a $65, $70 customer. But I need the $70. That extra $5 is what's going to make me happy to be like, okay, the extra trimming, all right, I can deal with it. That extra $5 added on to it will make me feel better about the yard. See, it's all about me feeling good about the price and doing the work. I know it's well worth $70 because sometimes you'll look at the prices and you'll say, this is a big yard. And you want to get, at that time, they were wanting, you know, estimates on lawn maintenance and this leaf cleanup. Well, they paid me for the leaf cleanup, so I'm thinking, okay, I'm looking at it in the fall time, and I'm like, okay, 65. Yep, 65, okay. But when you actually start doing it, and you can change the price anytime you want, if you feel that you need to bump up the price, or there's something that you missed, or you just feel like, man, I'm doing a little bit more work. See, I used to eat that and just be like, all right, I'll just eat it. But I'm not eating that. If I want the extra $5 because I feel like in the summertime and then when it gets really hot that I'm going to be kicking myself in the butt saying, I should have charged a little bit more for this yard. To nip that in the butt right away, I just tell them right now, like, hey, look, extra $5. Sorry about the inconvenience. My fault, my bad, however you want to call it, my mistake. But I miscalculated my estimate and whatever. But you got the right as the business owner to be like, hey, look, even if you had somebody working for you, right? And they came back in and said, hey, man, there's a lot of trimming on that yard. You know, it took me a little bit longer than I expected, or whatever the case is. So if somebody came back and told you that, you'll say, okay, well, what do you think the price should be? Yeah, you should bump it up a couple of dollars. Okay, you bump it up an extra $5. if you had somebody working for you and they were, you know, your main man or your main employee, and they knew what they were talking about, and to make them happy too. They don't want to be on that yard either, trimming extra, and you know, it's taking them a little bit longer. Now, as the business owner, when I'm doing it, I'm looking at it like, man. And this is what happened to me the last time when I had somebody working for me. And if somebody's working for you, you kind of not caring. That's why it's a good thing to work in the field for a while, so that you know your prices and what to charge people. Because now in my head, if I ever see a yard like that again, I already know I'm charging $70 to $75 out the gate. They can take it or leave it. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to tell you that you can change your prices and raise your prices if you feel that it needs to be raised up due to the fact that you made a mistake and underbid yourself. If you think you underbid yourself after you done cut the yard a couple of times, just explain it to the customer. Either they gonna roll with you or they not. That's all it is. Either they gonna roll with the price or they not, and it's okay. It's okay. Don't feel bad. Don't feel like, oh, I gotta accommodate. No, you trying to make money, and you don't want to be beating yourself up and feeling like you should be getting more money for this yard when it's taking you a little bit extra, a little bit longer. And that's what it felt to me after I started trimming that yard, that it was taking me a little bit longer than I expected it to be. So I'm going to, and they still got leaves here and there, but the quality of my work is basically like this. Hey, I know that, but I'm taking care of your yard just like it's mine. So they had some extra leaves too that kind of accumulated since I did the leaf service. So I, as myself, blew those leaves out and mulched them up. So you're getting like little added services for that $70 that you think that might be, oh, that's too much. It's not, because I do other little stuff, quality work that other people won't do. You know what I mean? So like take that for instance, you know, like, hey, there's some leaves over here in this corner. I'm gonna blow them out, and I'm gonna take the extra time, blow them out real quick, and then mulch them up. Even though I'm done cutting, I'm gonna mulch them up for you, so that your yard looks a little bit neater than if I just left them there. Because I'm not there to clean up the leaves. I'm there to cut the grass. This is not a spring cleanup. I'm here to just cut the grass, blow, edge, trim, and go. So anyway, guys, I know, long video, but take it as it is. But remember, you got the power as the boss to change the price and let the customer know, hey, look, it is what it is. I gotta change this price on you because it's gonna make me happy. If I don't change this price, I'm gonna be kicking myself in the butt, saying I should have charged a little bit more when it starts getting 90 degrees outside. That's all I'm saying. Man, what these cars doing? Jeez, everybody's going slow. Anyway, guys, I'm out. Catch me on the next video. Peace.